presentation. Just the first thing that I would like to tell you, just to welcome. Welcome to the webinar. An expression that is used in Ireland is Céimill Fáilte, which means 100,000 welcomes. That's a way that a lot of people could greet other people in Irish. Even if most of the people here don't speak Irish, there is a couple of sentences that we use, including Céimill Fáilte. So welcome all. Welcome all. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about DIT, a bit of the history of DIT, a bit of what we do, what facility we have, what programs we have, and just to give you an idea of the scale of who we are. Okay? So that's our website. If you want to have to look for more information, www.dit.ie is our main website. If you add /international, it will be the website of the international office, where you can find a lot of information, especially before you come. We have a section that says before you arrive. Okay, if you look for this information, everything that I'm going to tell you today will be on this section. Now, just a short history of DIT. DIT was created originally in 1887, and it was a Kevin Street Technical School, it was called at this stage. And through the year, a few different schools opened, like a music school, another technical school, another technical school. There were a catering school that opened through the years, that the government decided in 1992 to amalgamate all the schools and created in 1993 the Dublin Institute of Technology. Like, we are a public university. It was a law of the country that created Dublin Institute of Technology. And through the years, our history is about over 130 years old, but DIT by itself is just about 30 years old. And the latest development, also that I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about it, it's our new campus that is opening right now. Now, Dublin Institute of Technology, like I said, it was created in 1987, and we are an awarding institution since 1992. It does mean that the quality of our programs was so good that the government decided that we can give our own diplomas. Of course, everything is checked by the government to make sure that we continue to have the same quality of programs. We offer diploma from the foundation program to higher certificate to doctoral level. We have over 150 programs in DIT, which is the range is quite big. And just take it this way: we have so many programs in DIT, and Ireland is such a small country. About 10% of all the graduates in Ireland are coming through the Dublin Institute of Technology. So altogether, we have 21,000 students. But the 21,000 students will include part-time students, people coming in apprenticeship that we have, but altogether it will be 15,000 full-time students. We have about 1,000 students that come internationally, like just on exchange program, but altogether we have over nearly 4,000 non-Irish students in DIT. We are also in the rankings. I have to tell you about the rankings. We're on the top 4% in the universities in the world and on the top 100 on the quality of teaching. But the ranking is not something that DIT look for. What is the most important for us is the student. We want to make sure that the students succeed when they leave DIT. That's the most important thing for us. If we're in the ranking, that's good. If we're not, we don't really care, as long as the student succeed in their life. So just to explain very briefly, it's what is called the National Framework of Qualifications. All Europe have the same qualification. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened there. All Europe have the same qualification in the world. It's just to show that DIT, which is in orange here, are giving recognized diploma. It's worldwide recognized diploma up to the doctoral level, what we call level 10. It's a European qualification there. And just to tell you, it's recognized everywhere in the world. If you study with us in DIT, you can stay working in Ireland. People should know, if they do a degree in Ireland, they will have an automatic 1-year working visa when they're finished. And they will have an automatic 2 years working visa after a master degree. So you can stay working in Ireland, like I said, but you can go back to your country, go to America, China, Dubai, South Africa, everywhere in the world, our diplomas are recognized. Like I mentioned, we have the way that DIT is built. We have 4 main colleges: art and tourism, business, science and health, engineering and built environment. And within those 4 colleges, we have 28 schools. And those 28 schools, like could be languages, retail management, mathematics, civil engineering, culinary art, construction economics, physics, accounting and finance. So those 28 schools are running the 150 programs. So we have a lot, as you can look on the screen, we have a lot of different areas that we are offering here in DIT. Like I said, what I call industry DIT, it's not really the industry, it's mostly I'm going to talk about student life, about who we are, what we do. So about 80% of our students will have to do an internship. And when you're coming to DIT, most of you will have to do an internship or work placement. We will try to get a paid work placement. We cannot guarantee it, but we always try to make sure that our students get a little bit of money. 96% of our students, when they leave DIT, or they get a job, or they go to further education. It's a high number that we're quite proud of, and we want to keep it this way. And it also shows you that the employability from a DIT graduate is very, very, very high. Something important also that I want to talk to you, it's about Campus Life. Campus Life, it's an organization within DIT that takes care of the welfare of the student, takes care of their problem, takes care of all the nitty-gritty that you may look for, like it does take care of the accommodation, for example. We have an accommodation office in DIT. We will help you to find accommodation. We have listing of students. We are pre-booking student accommodation in private student buildings. We are doctors in DIT. We have nurses. And during term times, it is free to go to see a doctor, which is quite, well, the cost going private or the cost of going to see someone free, it's just, well, you know yourself. We have a chaplaincy that organizes a lot of events for international students. And they organize one event in every campuses, in every colleges a month, at least once, and it's free. We have counselors. Sometimes people we are not feeling well, are a bit depressed, you leave the country, you will find people to talk to. We want our people, our students that are coming to DIT to be in great form, to be in great form. We want them to succeed. We want them to do well. Also, I want to talk to you very briefly about the staff in DIT. About 50% of us are coming from the private industry. It shows that our lecturers know what they're talking about. They've been there. They did it. We also are doing a lot of ongoing consultancy with the private sector. We go to Microsoft. We ask people of Microsoft, what kind of graduate will you need in 5 years? And we create programs for the industry. We have the pharmaceutical industry, the banking industry. We go to them to know what they're going to need. And we make sure that we create the right program for the student to get the right job when they're finished with us. Maybe that's the reason why we have 96% of our students that get a job when they finish with us. Something else that we also do to make sure that we get the latest news, we give programs to the industry directly in Ireland and in the world. Like we do some in, for example, some country, Oman, America, even Laos in Asia. And something also that we try to do, I'm going to talk about the entrepreneurship within DIT. We have what we call a hot hub. We help our students that want to create their own company. We help to set them up their own company. We find funding, we have mentoring, we have a licensing technology, we give them free office space. We really try to take care of our students. That will be my main message that I have to do in this seminar. We love our students. We want them to arrive safely. We want them to study hard. We want them to succeed, and we want them also to have a good time. We are trying to give you the best disposition when you're coming to DIT to succeed in life. I just had some of our graduates there, so maybe just to show you who we are. And because we are technical colleges, I just wanted to put a little bit of different people that were not especially in the technology. So the first one is Alan Joyce, which is the CEO of Qantas, which is a big airline in Australia. I had to add Bertie Ahern, that was the Prime Minister of Ireland for over 10 years. And I had two people from the arts, because people forget that we also have a art department. Colum McCann, which won plenty of literature awards, and Donald Gleason. Donald Gleason, if you remember Harry Potter or Star Wars, is one of our graduates. He studied drama with us. Now, we are moving right now in DIT. That's news that are happening right now. The government, like I mentioned earlier on, the government created DIT in 1992. Now, there is 3 institutes of technology within Dublin. Dublin Institute of Technology, Institute of Technology Tala, and Institute of Technology Blanchardstown. And the government decided not to have 3 institutes of technology in Dublin anymore. They decided to merge those 3 institutes of technology. And it's happening right now. Like it could be happening in the next 2-3 months. We could be just 1 instead of Dublin Institute of Technology and the other 2. And we don't know yet the name that we're going to have, but it's more than likely it's going to be Technical University for Dublin. So it's a big change right now. We are going, after this merge, to be the biggest university in Ireland. And the next thing that is happening is the fact that DIT right now has 6 campuses within Dublin. We decided to have just 1 campus for everybody. So we are building a brand new campus. It is already open. All the facilities, sport facility, library, canteen is there, and we already have about 1,500 students, 1,800 students right now. In the next 2 years, we'll have 10,000 students. In the next 4 years, everybody will be there. That's the plan. And well, I wrote a summary here, just to say that how good we are, that you'll be developed very well, you'll be fantastic graduates, you'll be learning very well. But again, I'm going to repeat myself. The main message that I want to give you today, we want you to do well. We want you to succeed. We want you, when you finish with us, to find a good job. Often students coming with us, they might not realize it, often they're children, and they will live as adults, ready to get a good job, ready to start their working life. And that's all that I can tell you about it. And so last slide, if you want to stay in touch, my name is Arnaud Teisu, and I'm working mostly within the Institute of Technology with Latin America and Africa, but I can answer any other questions that you may have. Well, thank you very much for listening to me, and if you have any question, you can talk to Jacob and leave a message on the chat. Thank you.
I'm putting it down for 8 at the moment because